paradigm problems, but a book ain't one. Hit me.
My book is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Oh, what an incredible book. First off, I just want to say that Violet is me. I have an overbearing mother, just like Violet.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is she Jewish?
You know what? I wouldn't change a thing about Donna. Donna's perfect as is.
Then she's not really overbearing.
Oh, you have no idea how overbearing my mother was. And here's the thing. You either, when you have an overbearing mother, you crumble, you collapse, or you become terrifyingly efficient. You know exactly what you want in life.
I find her very amusing and quick and, ready to sort of make little pokes so people respond.
And that's exactly what Violet did in this book.
Which did you do?
I became terrifyingly efficient. Next question.
She just did the thing.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Wow. I liked it.
The author, Rebecca Yarros, is Violet as actually kind of based off of her. She's a meek woman, a bit not as strong physically as some, but it shows that your mind is your strongest asset and that you can overcome anything if you're smart, which might be hard for some of you to understand.
So you think that you're just born that way, or do you think you can become smart?
No, you can become smart.
You
can become, what I'm saying is you can work out, you can become physical and strong, but the mind is something powerful.
Right. Like me, for instance, I was naturally gifted at school, valedictorian, whatever, right? But that's just my mind, academic stuff. But I also have trained in stunts. Right. So it's both. I can do both physical and mental.
Do you know how often you use the word me? When you speak?
Donna.
Well, you know what? I've always been taught to only speak for myself. I can't speak for others. So I thought it was my way of connecting with you guys.
Donna is one of those women who has such a confidence about her. She really knows who she is. And, does that come with age, or are you just born with that? And I think Donna was born with it.
And connection is the most important thing that we can do with other people. And I just want to say that I feel connected to you, Donna.
How did you feel connected to the book and the relationships within the book, Rocky?
Oh my God, Xaden. Body. I will say I fell for the sexual tension. I loved Violet bonding with both dragons. Taryn.
It's technically Taranok. Taryn is from the Lloyd Alexander books. Different franchise altogether, but this dragon is Taranok. I love all the dragons.
Well, Ram is a guy who loves the sound of his own voice. I'm glad he does, because someone should. But that guy, he could make you want to listen to nails on a chalkboard like it's Yo-Yo Ma after listening to him talk for an hour.
You hated the dragons?
No.
I think she said she hated being corrected.
Oh, maybe get it right next time.
And you have extraordinary knowledge about everything. And we don't even know whether it's right because we don't have that knowledge. I think I'm relatively assertive, but I'm interested. I do like sometimes mentoring younger people if they don't piss me off.
My knowledge of this book is tied to this book. The depth at which they investigate dragons, the different dragons. It's not just one type of dragon, it's many. They're different colors of dragons. They have different tails, screw tails, morningstar tails, feather tails, scorpion tails.
What about their tongues?
They all have tongues.
And are they different? Are they colored?
Well,
They
based on
twisted?
the physiology.
I'd like to
of
hear
it.
more about these tongues, Donna.
Well, I didn't read this book, and I question whether she read anything that was over 500 pages.
I've already read the next 2 books.
Rocky is the epitome of a pick-me girl. She's delusional in the worst sense of the way. She's always inserting herself into anybody's business. I appreciate that she's trying to further her career in acting, but I don't believe this is the right way to do it.
No, I'm a huge fan. And honestly, I will say, just like Violet was meant to be a scribe and thought that that was her destiny and then became a writer,
Yeah.
I, sure, was my destiny maybe a doctor or engineer of some sort, just for my natural gift of the mind. But I became an actor. A higher calling called to me. And so I thought maybe I would, do something more structural. But I decided that sometimes you're called to something greater.
I just counted and you used 15 times.
Since this is my book, sorry to interrupt your little me speech. I do think it's very interesting that the dragons choose their riders.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that incredible? I feel like these dragons have more initiative than most men, to be honest.
Well, they also have more agency than the protagonist. I think that's the most interesting thing, because the protagonist starts out thinking that she's going to be a scribe, and then Violet's mom decides for her another path. Now, she toughs it out. Situations change, and you got to be light. You got to be ready to adapt. But the fact that the dragons themselves are given the agency that the writers aren't really, I think that says so much about the larger themes of the book in terms of who's controlling what.
I do think, though, that even though the dragons choose their riders, I think Violet's intellect and perhaps her softness is what attracts the dragons. So even though the dragons choose, it is her womanhood, it is her softness that attracts the dragons, much like a woman attracts a man. The men think that they are in control, but no, really, it is always a woman behind the scenes playing the man like a marionette.
So would you say that because she doesn't want to be chosen, that makes her more attractive to the dragons and makes them choose her?
Perhaps, but I think she's operating as her authentic self and as a kind, true person.
I don't know.
Why 2 dragons choose her?
There you go.
Because she's unique.
But do dragons have a gender?
The relationships that they have, they're not passive, they're active. They choose their rider. They could kill their rider. We are all pawns in the game of the dragon in this. I find that very, very refreshing.
They're married to each other.
So does a male dragon want a female rider?
Well, I think
Or
the
the other way, or
male
do they
dragon,
pick, or do they not care?
the
And if they're
dragon,
married to each other, then do they feel like they're not being loyal if they have somebody riding them that maybe the other one doesn't like?
Well, I think the rider is more of like a person on a motorcycle in a way. It's less of a romantic relationship and more of a partnership.
Yeah, but if the motorcycle was like a Knight Rider kind of motorcycle and was like, you are chosen by me to ride me,
Mm-hmm.
it gives me a weird sense of ownership, because there's chronic pain happening within Violet, right?
Yeah.
And this is to say that this is what attracts the big, scary, dominant dragons is feeling a little yucky to me.
Predatory.
Yeah, a little predatory.
But it's not. It's a partnership because one cannot exist without the other. Once they combined, they develop a powerful signet. It's a power that they can only have when they're together. Well, I'm a medical malpractice lawyer, and on my free time, I just like to read. I like to lose myself in a book. People are so stupid. I'm in the 1% of the people who read. This is why the world is crumbling. God, we've no hope.
And dragons don't need her physical strength. They need her mind. They are the physical strength. So you're right. As a partnership, they have become unstoppable in a way.
Do you trust Xaden?
Oof. Do I trust Xaden? Do I trust him? No. Would I have him toss me around the sheets? Yes.
I trust his love and respect
I trust
earned over time for Violet.
his jawline. I trust his abs.
If I have to hear one more factoid about dragons, and I am not being hyperbolic at all, I will set this place on fire.
I trust his lips. I trust his scent. I trust everything about him. I trust that I don't trust him.
I think you're about to trust all over your children.
I wish I could trust myself in this space, but you're killing the mood. Unfortunately, your cheap blazer is just wafting a smell of polyester and tar.
It's getting personal. I mean, we're talking about this book. I asked you to trust Xaden.
I do. But it's a bit of it's a Romeo and Juliet thing, right? They're from different families. They're from different worlds. They shouldn't be together. But that's what makes it so luscious.
Just like the relationship with the dragons. The dragon comes with inherent risk. This isn't your nice early, like, toothless how to train your dragon who's going to befriend you and is going to be your friend. These dragons can turn on you.
Mm-hmm.
They can destroy you. They can kill you. They will, if they choose, and find a new rider.
Oh.
So there's two sides of a coin. There's joy and pain, sunshine and rain.
Yeah.
Another creative.
Yeah.
Oh, you zero in on each other so well, don't you?
Oh, is there?
An actor needs a writer and a producer.
An actress and a narrator.
I was saying the general term
An
for actor. but yeah,
actor.
absolutely, actress. No,
We don't want to
100%
give it
an
a
actress.
gender. No, just an
Actress.
actor. Right.
Actress.
Why can't we trust Xaden, though? Because I think the book makes it pretty clear that he's kind of getting a bad rap because of something that his father did. But then we dig even deeper and we find out that maybe even that bad rap is something that the government set him up for.
Let me ask you this. If you break a law that just was made 100 years ago, are you really breaking the law?
Right?
Do you identify with Xaden? I know you have your own past that the government may have set you
Yeah,
up.
because it's unfair. I think he's forced to wear a brand of something that, quite frankly, is meant to scare people, right? His father, all his father wanted was to push for what was right and just and move society forward, but the powers that be will always hold you back.
Right.
So, yeah, I think I do kind of identify with that.
So your scarlet letter is a Bitcoin, crypto,
Yeah.
fraud. If mansplaining were a person, it would be Jordan. If false intellectualism was a person, it would be Jordan. If fraud were a person, it would be Jordan.
Well, look, good guy, bad guy, fraud, securities violations. These are all just labels that society puts on us. Who's to say that one person's Ponzi scheme, so-called, isn't another person's revolution?
The people who lost their money due to your Ponzi scheme?
Are you famous?
Jordan, you know what? Despite the whole prison stuff, I think he's been a really great addition to the crew, honestly.
Yes. Xaden, that's what happens with all of us. Xaden was dealt these cards, but so was Violet. Her mother is so influential. So they are just from different houses, from different families, and they should not be together, but that's what makes it so luscious. I mean, didn't you ever feel that in prison? A will they, won't they sort of thing? Someone that you just, perhaps one of the female guards.
Or the
it's-
male guards.
Or the male guards, or whoever. Did you get conjugal visits?
Did I get conjugal visits in prison? No.
Oh, that's so sad.
And in prison, ironically, that's when my mind opened up to the whole world. I started reading, and I didn't stop. So the 48 Laws of Power. I'll finish that one day. I'm on like Law 38, 39, something like that. But I'll get there.
So this book must have done a lot for you.
She wasn't there that long.
I was there long enough that I did have to trust myself a couple times.
Trust myself. How diplomatic of you.
And sorry, we didn't even ask, are you gay?
That's a great question. I'm open.
I think sexuality is fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm fluid.
Like water.
I think the important thing is you just don't put someone into a box.
No.
Maybe there's more to him than I'm thinking. And then again, maybe he's exactly what I think he is.
Could I just say that the relationship between Xaden and Violet is much like the relationship I have with my barista. I go to the same Starbucks every morning, and the relationship started with tension, much like Xaden and Violet. It started with tension. I ordered my iced oat milk latte. As he handed it to me, our hands collided. It spilt everywhere. It got on my pants. Conflict. And he said, next time, be more careful. And I said, how dare you speak to me like that, lowly barista? But I kind of liked it. He was handsome, and he sort of gave me a bit of a wink, and then he's like, I'll make it this time for you again. This time. And then he looked at the cup, said, Julia.
He got your name right on the cup.
Got my name right on the cup. Even though he spilled the drink, he got my name right.
So who spilled it, though? Do you think you gave him a little nudge, too?
I don't know.
No, you're not going to.
I'm not going to accept
We
responsibility.
didn't have a camera on you.
We didn't have a camera. And it's just very different. Every time we go in, there's just that tension. Sometimes I'll switch up my order. He'll pass me a coffee, which is sort of his way of communicating. Like Xaden doesn't say a lot. He communicates through glances and sometimes a little nugget of wisdom. And sometimes Tyler will hand me my coffee and say, room for cream. And there's always room for cream. I can't have these experiences in my life. I can have similar experiences. My experience with my barista could be similar to the experience with Violet. There's also outside factors that we can't control, things that are trying to tear us apart. Like in Fourth Wing, there's war, there's political unrest, there's dragons, there's jealousies, and much like at this Starbucks, it's Tyler's rotating schedule. Sometimes he's not there.
I embrace it. I embrace who she is, you know. Do I think she has problems? Absolutely, but we all do. And, but her more.
There's also another barista, Kayla, who seems to be suspicious, and I think she has a crush on Tyler.
So
But Tyler's mine.
You're in a coffee triangle.
Not as far as I'm considered.
Barista business.
So, I'm sorry, who is Tyler in this scenario? Is he Violet or is he Xaden?
Oh, he's nothing. He's just somebody that she has.
No.
a crush
I
on.
can't-
I would say Tyler is Violet and am I Xaden?
I mean, you have the power dynamic as a customer, right?
I'm Xaden?
You do have the same
immediately-
striking features and intensity of Xaden. Maybe you had the power all along.
This is why I love book club.
And you do have masculine energy.
And I think you might kill all of us one day.
It's really the nicest thing you've ever said about me. I'm Xaden. I want to fuck myself. Wow. I'm back.